What's up YouTube? Welcome to another video from Koala Gardens. Today we're going to do something a little bit different and we're going to visit another property. You can see a big KG on the ground there, and I'll just take you for a little bit of a walk through here to see where we are. So we're on another property in this area that has a conservation agreement on the property, and I've come to be part of a field day inside a forest. Wow. And I want to just stop and give a huge shout out of thanks to all of the supporters who do so many different things behind the scenes to help keep Koala Gardens going. I appreciate you all so much. You can check links below for how you can get involved. And I want to acknowledge the Widjabul Waiwal people of the Bundjalung Nation, on whose land I live, work and play. I pay respect to the elders past, present and emerging. Now this field day was organised by the owners of the property, and at the start of the day, there's Uncle Gilbert. You saw this beautiful First Nations man do a welcome ceremony at the field day that I recently had at my place. Have a little tiny walk through the beginning of the property. Don't you love that sign? Reptiles, please drive slowly. They're so important in our habitat. This forest here is about the age of what I've done at Koala Gardens, so it was really lovely for me just to have that bit of a comparison. You can see an important sign there, no dogs, because this is a conservation area. Those pipes there, anybody know what they might be for? They're to encourage frogs. Now we can see beautiful diversity of native bush here as I'm walking along the front area. They've done a lovely mowing here at the front here so that people could park their cars and come along. I can't even tell you the names of all of those trees because there's such a huge diversity. There's some eucalypts there, and the koalas do live in this area. And here's the entrance. Look at that lovely butterfly decoration. My sanctuary is also a member of the Wildlife Land Trust with the Humane Society International. Beautiful flowers, and look at how they've made this path so that it is easy to move through this bush without really disturbing wildlife that may be living in here. It's a really good example of how you can do things within a conservation area. And I've now set my stall up. Here it is. So I had my mist books here, information, my sign, which I'm able to use to talk about koala numbers on the property, and I had a fantastic day. Now, if you would like, you can use the super thanks button below to just throw a couple of dollars towards what I'm doing. Every little bit counts, but all of my video on YouTube is free. This day was set up to give information to other private landowners. So we're trying to spread the word to help other people who own land to think about doing what we're doing. So Rouse are the water suppliers for the area, but they have a lot of important activities, particularly to do with biosecurity and weed infestations. So that stall was giving information about that. Oh, I can't tell you. It was so beautiful being here for this day as I walk through. There was a diversity of stalls that were present to give all kinds of information to people because we have a lot of different types of forest in this area. Now, look at these trees here. Guess what? They are mostly koala food trees, or trees that fit into the koala habitat. And if you know Friends of the Koala, that beautiful man talking there is Mark, who has been running the nursery at Friends of the Koala for the last 35 years. So they had a great presence at this stall and were selling trees and just giving information out. Native bees. We have amazing native bees in this country here, and this stall, of course, was talking about how to make sure you encourage native bees with the habitat that you're creating. This is our council, and look at this. They had some lovely kids activities to engage kids in doing something visceral while they were there, so that mum and dad or grandparents, whoever brought them, could engage with what was actually going on. More stalls looking around. Look at this bale of hay with, of course, a koala mum and a joey sitting on it. And how a chicken fits in, I'm not quite sure. So the Landcare group is called Boat Harbour because that's the name of the place we're at. And I had a demonstration of that tree popper, and it was amazing. So you would use that to remove weed type trees. Look at those gorgeous bird nests. Now I'm walking in the other direction to a stall that was pretty popular during the day. You got it. Coffee, cakes, sandwiches, kept us going all day long, that stall. I was totally thrilled to be invited to come and be a part of that day and give information to people, and I got to talk to lots of people with really good conversations. Back home again, there's Valentine. He's sitting in a tree that's not a native tree because koalas use a lot of trees in the landscape. I just love this. Look at Eddie. Hey there. So calm. Guess what? You've done it. You've made it to the end of another Koala Gardens video. I hope you found that interesting to know some of the extra ways I volunteer my time to help save our beautiful koalas, because we would do anything for these guys, wouldn't we? Thanks so much for watching. Can you write in the comments below? More trees, more trees. Lots more video coming up soon. Another way that you could think about supporting my work at Koala Gardens is whenever it's time for a gift or a new piece of clothing, hop over to the Redbubble store and see if I challenge you to see if you can't find something that would be perfect.